life.
I
Yet
didn't do this on
but by
Deadwood,
the
though.
time,
You know, on Deadwood I showed up.
but I mean, but even as an actor,
Yeah.
as a platform for telling a story,
Yeah.
this paradigm is really perfect, because it can be, you know, by the time you're finished with episode 4, you're a third of the way through the season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's nice to think about the arc of the character over the course of 13 episodes. I guess for me, the reason why I'm even saying it is, as an actor, I love it, because I can see a real beginning, and I can see a real middle, and I can see a real end, like myopically.
Well, that's
right?
because movies, by the very nature of movies now, is, you know, a movie used to be about telling a story, and then there was these events that happened along the way that made it a movie, and now movies quite often are just a bunch of events with no story to kind of hold it together. It's just, you know, it's just like, you know, we're selling toys. So, you know, the attraction obviously right now, I think, with television is that, you know, they're telling stories. Yeah. They're telling stories.
Yeah.
And, you know, having the pleasure and the honor of being in the writer's room, you know, the questions that are being asked in that room are, you know, who wants what, why now, what happens if they don't get it? You start asking, you know, you start saying, you know, we're trying to tell a story where people, the audience is asking the question, what's going to happen next? Yeah. And, you know, I don't think... I don't think that's being asked very often on a, you know, big studio.
You know, that is no, I agree with that, and what's I think so liberating kind of about this show.
It's a lot of and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, which is a totally different experience from what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and there are certain you know, you can interpret any scene a million different ways.
We should be on PBS right now.
We should be on PBS right now.
I feel like
maybe we are on. Where's Jim Lair?
It's getting
man?
very
What's
PBS-ish.
going on? Jim, what about the election, man? Who's going to win? No, that you. The other thing that I like so many things about this experience, but one of the things that's most kind of liberating and exciting about this show is that while you have something that's written on the page, whether the dialogue changes a little bit, like on the day or whatever happens, I really don't know what's going to happen in any given scene, and I don't think really anybody knows. I mean, other than you obviously have the story, you know that it's been written and you've read it, but how that's going to play out. And what configuration, how it's going to leave, and that's what you and I have been given an opportunity to really do different things that I thought, well, that I just didn't even come into my mind that way. I couldn't see it that way. Yet in the middle of a scene, it's just kind of started kind of going there, and because of these two kind of people that we're playing, and they're saying so many things without saying them directly, it's really strange. It's a strange ride to be on. It's very cool, and we don't get a lot of you don't get a lot of takes in this world, you know, and because of the schedule that we have. Yeah. But
you solve that problem by doing multiple takes per take.
Per take. That's what we do.
Hold on.
Don't turn that camera off. You're gonna do. All right.
This is what it's like working with Walt.
Tim Olyphant.
Here it is right now. So we're in the middle.
Goggins.
I'm gonna do. This is it. Okay. So we're gonna.
Please.
This is where I'm playing you. Only we're continuing this conversation.
I'll give you the countdown.
Hold on a second.
I'll give you the countdown.
Wait. Keep that fucking thing. Don't motherfucking. Okay. Now I'm gonna be you. Don't you fucking. Hold on a second. Okay.
He's already being me.
This is it. This is what it's like working with him.
He's being me.
Look. This is what it is.
He's being me.
It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite. You fucking. How many times have we done it? Let me ask you something. Keep it rolling. We're here. We're good. Everybody's good. Let's all stay quiet. Let's all just give the actors a little. Let me ask you something, Raylan. Is it true? And then I'm going to cut to the end when we're good, when we're in a good place. This is what happens at the end. What's the last line going to be? Last line is going to be like, how about I give you 24 hours?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. And action.
Okay. How about I give you 24 hours? print that motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes, yes.
Boom.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! How much fun is that to work with?
It's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's fun.
I do that now.
You do it. Do you do a little bit?
I do, but I learned that from you.
Yeah.
Here's what I noticed that you do that I love though, because I want. Well, I think the whole thing becomes a joke in a way, in that we're like it's just game playing, and I think that there's this start and stop, and the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like a repetition type of game by doing this take and then doing a take and then backing it up and doing it again, and all of a sudden something happens, and you're like, that was great.
Yeah, that was great.
It's this thing of like, fuck that, back it up, keep going until we get to this place where I'm no longer thinking, and something starts to happen, and the takes. I don't know. I've just never had a day or scene working together, the two of us, where we didn't walk off the set and it felt like, that was unexpected. That was cool. That was spontaneous. That was it didn't feel like we were just trying to hit. This is the way the scene's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. Where do you think we are in the? But like as far like the mountain that we're climbing, right? Where we kind of began. Do you think we're, and all this is kind of contingent upon us getting permission to keep telling this story? Mm-hmm. But you think we're halfway? You think we're halfway up?
Oh my God, I hope so.
Yeah, I think we're. Yeah.
Don't take that the wrong way, because
No.
the show's a joy to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But invariably it's like anything. You get from my end, I get to that every time we start the season again. I think, God, Jesus Christ, what are we gonna fucking do?
Yeah. I wonder, I can't imagine a showrunner not having that fear.
Oh my God.
Or an actor not having that fear. It's generating those ideas.
What I got so excited
beginning of
about,
the process.
just talking to you a second ago, was you read the first episode of season 4, and you're like, it's really different. It's like we're different characters almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hear when you said it was funny, and you felt like we were watching almost like a different character, and I think we can only hope.
That's exciting.
You're going for something that's both familiar and both. You can only take these guys on this much of a journey, and to some degree emotionally. They're it's in a genre that they're only going to change so much.
Yeah, yeah. But that by other people's standards, those changes will be of a very large magnitude
You would
over
hope.
the course of these two men.
One hopes.
Yeah, yeah.
We start shooting 2 weeks from today, I think.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that about a week ago or so, in the process of coming up with we were both talking about episode 6 with Graham and the writers, and we were just looking at the first rough draft of the first episode. And
Is it a big episode for me? I'm just kidding. Just joking.
Well, your death
Go
scene
ahead.
is amazing.
The death scene is unbelievable, right?
I mean, people are going to be...
Oh
my
my God,
God,
that's so
okay.
exciting!
Oh my
I'm so
God.
excited!
Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's very
I can't
exciting.
believe I said that right
Wow.
in front of all these people.
That's okay.
and
That's all right.
watching the...
Episode 6. Okay, go ahead. Season 4.
But you know what? You know what I mean? Maybe you get, it looks like you're
joking.
dead, but then you're not
Just
dead. You
move-
know what I
was a
mean?
bad
That's
joke.
an idea.
Not
We
my-
could do that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I did not mean to interrupt your flow.
No, but I remember I had this thing of where I thought, ooh, this is going to be fun to act. And that's always a great...
Oh.
I spent all that time in the, trying to figure out what the story's going to be. And then all of a sudden you think, you know what, this would be a fun scene to act. So I think in that regard, we're in a good spot. That always is a good sign. You want to act it.
Yeah. Yeah.
As they say, if it's a fun scene to write, it's probably going to be a fun scene to act.
Yeah.
One would think.
I was reading an article online, or so, talking about like a few of the different shows, on television right now, and we were they kind of were giving a critique of 5 shows, and we were the last one that they got to, and it said "and justified." And they said what's a little incongruous about this show in the same category as these other shows, it's budget. Because our budget is so much smaller than some of these bigger shows. But what they said, they went on to say that what they lack in funding, they make up for in poetic words.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I should read our press more often. It sounds very, very, very complimentary.
Yeah, I mean, it was just nice. It was a nice.
Do you watch any of the other shows?
Do I watch? You know what? I started watching Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started watching and they
Didn't
have
see that coming.
Yeah,
You
you
and
know,
Downton
yeah,
Abbey, huh?
yeah. Me and Downton Abbey with my in-laws. You know.
Just gets better and better.
Yeah. Downton Abbey. That's
Yeah.
what you do with a little
Well,
baby.
I'll give you. Okay,
You just
go ahead.
hang in.
And how you enjoying it? Oh, you don't have to
Yeah,
say-
yeah. I do. I enjoy
I'm
it.
only
Yeah.
asking that if you're going to say something nice.
Yeah. No, I don't
say
like it.
Don't say it sucks.
Of course,
Yeah.
no. No, it's
Overrated.
because the words, you know, it
Good.
reminds me.
I heard it's great.
Well, it reminds me that the English language actually has its proper uses. That words
Right.
that the word awesome is rarely used when something is awesome. You know, it's like using words in the way that they were with their true meaning.
Yeah.
Is an art that's kind of been lost.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, and
That's awesome.
do you really think it's awesome? You think that's awesome? Do you think I'm awesome? Do you think this interview is awesome?
By the way, totally awesome.
You kind of do, right?
Totally awesome.
Will you leave here today and think, wow, you know what? That was so surprising. That went in so many different directions. So look, we're excited. We're very, very excited about season 4. Very
Yeah,
excited.
I think we talked about it quite sincerely. We
Yeah.
were actually just talking about it
Yeah.
prior to sitting down here, and we
that's
talked
it.
about it here.
Yeah.
And I it's very good.
It's really been nice talking to you. I can't
been
wait.
great.
I can't wait to.
It's
see
actually
you.
been great because I owed you a phone call, and I sent you a text. I have it here. I can show the people. And I
got it.
said I owe you a phone call. You sent me a text with Jeremy Davies' contact number, which we'll be giving out in a second. And then, but I need to congratulate him on his Emmy that he won for this season. For the haircut alone, I've already said was worthy of some kind of trophy.
JD.
And I said I was about to give you a shout. It's right here. But it occurs to me I'm going to see you in a bit, and I'll just talk to you then. And here has been our
conversation,
talk,
our catch up.
which
So
has
we
been-
really don't. Do we even need to go out for dinner now? Or are we good? Well, I think we should go out for dinner. We should go out for dinner. We'll figure it out.
Gotta get someone to pay for it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody.
And this is Tim Olyphant.
And this is Walton Goggins.
Thank you, my guest,
you.
Walt Goggins.
Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I'm gonna go get a haircut, and we'll see you season 4.